with breaking news. One person killed, the other now fighting for his life after a driver slammed into a crowd at a Wilton Manors Pride Parade.
That man believed to be behind the wheel seen there, being taken into custody within minutes. And just a short time ago, we learned the FBI has now joined this investigation. The chaotic crash happening just as the iconic celebration was getting underway.
And we have live team coverage tonight. Joseph Ojo is standing by with reaction, but we begin with Local 10's Christian De La Rosa, who actually witnessed those dramatic moments. Christian.
We're on Wilton Drive, right at 16th Street. Right in front of me is where a number of floats and several vehicles were lining up, about to kick off the Pride Parade here in Wilton Manors. It is now the scene of a homicide investigation, and as you said, the FBI is now involved. It was just past 7, just as the Wilton Manors LGBTQ parade was getting started. Tragic chaos unleashed. A pickup truck barreling through a crowd of people. At least 2 men were run over. First responders within the crowd seen quickly aiding the victims, performing CPR as officers went rushing towards the driver. Police quickly grabbing the man behind the wheel of the white truck after it crashed into a plant nursery across the street. Retired firefighter David Banter says the truck was right in front of him.
I was behind the vehicle and it revved up and just took off and struck people. Went to try to help the one guy that was bleeding from the head. So rendered first aid, or did what I could.
Both males were transported to Broward Health Medical Center, where one was later pronounced deceased. The other male remains at Broward Health Medical Center and is expected to survive.
Fort Lauderdale Mayor Dean Trentalis witnessed the horrifying scene.
It's terrible. They're laying on the ground. This is clearly a terrorist act against the LGBT community. This is disgusting. We're fearful of our lives. We don't know what's going on the rest of the street. It just didn't look like he was here to have a parade. He was here to cause trouble. You could see it in his face. You could see when they pulled him out, when they threw him into the car and took him away.
So take a listen here and take a look at this statement we just received from the president of the Fort Lauderdale Gay Men's Chorus, Justin Knight. It reads, and I quote, "Our thoughts and prayers are with those affected by the tragic accident that occurred when the Stonewall Pride Parade was just getting started. Our fellow chorus members were those injured, and the driver was also a part of the chorus family. To my knowledge, this was not an attack on the LGBTQ community. We anticipate more details to follow and ask for the community's love and support," end quote. Now, we also want to talk about Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the South Florida Congresswoman who was here not too far away in front of this white pickup truck. You see her in this video, very distraught. Witnesses described that it appears that this white truck, the driver, was aiming towards the convertible in which the Congresswoman was in. And so we also received a quote from her, and I quote, "I am deeply shaken and devastated that a life was lost and others seriously injured at tonight's Wilton Manors Stonewall Pride Parade. My staff, volunteers, and I are thankfully safe. I want to thank our first responders for their heroic efforts as both police and emergency medical personnel stepped into action quickly. We're praying for the victims and their loved ones as law enforcement investigates, and I am providing them with whatever assistance I can. I am so heartbroken by what took place at this celebration. May the memory of the life lost be for a blessing." Now back out here live at the scene, so many questions, so many people overwhelmed with emotion and trying to piece this together. So are detectives. Was this an accident? Was this a premeditated, deliberate action that ended tonight with one life lost and another man in the hospital? He is expected to survive. So